Welcome back everyone, I'm K Plays Games and this is episode 7 of our EVE Online Let's Play series. In the previous episode we finished the Industry Career Agent, we got our lovely insect-like Sigil class hauling ship here, we talked about the mining changes that are coming soon and market scalping that's going on because of that, and I promised we'd do the most confusing career agent there is today, so that's what we're going to do. First things first, as always, you do your daily login campaign. Today we're given an entire frigate and some more skill points. When this reaches the end we will get 25,000 skill points, which is quite a lot. Let's see what frigate we got. No, it's still teasing us. Okay, we have to open the container. And we got a second Punisher. Well, that's good, that means we can be risky with our first one. Scale queue stuff next. Oh, Controlled Burst 3 is very nearly done. Good looking history. We've trained quite a lot of things overnight. Medium Energy Turret 1, Surgical Strike 2, Repair Systems 2. So let's populate this for the day. Yeah, we're running out of short skills to do. The Mar Cruiser 2 is probably nice, because it will increase the traits on each cruiser that we get. We don't have any of these other skills. Evasive Maneuvering increases the agility, which means your ship can turn faster, which means you can keep a tighter orbit, so that's never a bad thing, so we'll have some of that. None of these are really good. I think we're okay for this. I mean, faster repair systems means they repair more over time, but obviously use more capacitor, and we're just Controlled Burst is just trying to manage our capacitor, so I think we'll hold off on that just now. Target Management lets you target more things. You start off with being able to target 2, plus 1 for each level. So we've got 3 levels, so that means we can target 5 things. That's probably good enough for now. Faster targeting speed, not really a problem. We're mostly just been flying frigates and they're quite fast to target things. 5% damage per level to medium turrets, which we'll be putting on our cruiser. That's quite good. It's only 3 hours, so we'll add that. Missile weapons we haven't touched at all yet. And if we want cruiser size missile weapons, we'll have to go all the way through all the prerequisite light missiles and frigate sized missiles, so that's going to take too long, so let's not do that. Yeah, this one is actually worth it. Increases drone control range by 5,000 meters. Drones have a certain range at which they can be given commands from, so it's always good to extend that, so we'll add that into the queue. And light drone operation increases damage over light drones by 5% per level, so yes, let's do that. It's another short one. In fact, I think we'll move these short ones a little bit closer to the top. Yeah, drones, 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 excellent. Now we would eventually like to open up medium drone operation. Well, that becomes available as soon as we've done drones 3. Let's see, buying the skill book will cost 162,000 and a half. What's it on the market? There you are, cheaper on the market. Yes please, we'll have medium drones. Right click the book, inject the skill. Here it is on the character sheet. As we know, it can't go above drones 3 because drones 3 is a prerequisite for medium drones. Let's just slot it in there. We've still got a couple of hours to go until we're full. This is all webifiers and other e-war things. It's mostly PvP, so I don't think we need to be concerned about that. This is scanning stuff, which we'll be doing in a few minutes. We've already been pre-trained with most of the stuff we need. Rigging, we don't really need at the minute. Social affects what rewards and standings and things you generate from mission agents. Well, we're not doing mission agents, we're doing career agents, so we can ignore that. Fleet support, not applicable. Corporation management, not applicable. Trade, you see alphas are locked out for most of the trade, so that's really not applicable. We know about production because we've done that before, all the others don't apply to us. Okay, so we're going to have to find something that's more than 2 hours. Now, thermodynamics is quite a good skill to have, but it's very expensive as you can see. Thermodynamics allows you to overheat your modules, which gives them increased performance but generates heat over time, and once they heat up too much they start taking damage, and when they get fully damaged they go offline until they're repaired back in a station. So it can be very handy to have. Over 5 million is quite a lot. It's more money than we've got, so that'll be for a later date. Ah, here we go. Here's a good one. Acceleration control. Gives a 5% bonus to Afterburner and micro warp drive speed boost per level. Now, this is very nice because it doesn't affect capacitor use, it just makes it faster. It seems to be fairly cheap. 65,000 on character sheet. What is it on the market? 50,000. Excellent. Inject the skill. Lovely. Let's add it down here. Why not? Let's... control burst level 3 is completed. Just as I was talking. Excellent. Right, so that's our skill queue up over the 24-hour limit. And this means we'll have 10% increased afterburner speed, which is superb. Oh, control burst has made all of our laser weapons use less cap per cycle. Right, that's all of the housekeeping done for today. So let's start the exploration career. Hey, it cost me only 1 of 5 instead of 1 of 10 like the other career agents. Oh, proof of discovery, anomalies. Accept. Let's go. No mission site to warp to. No mission site to warp to in the right click menu. So how are we supposed to find this thing? What is going on? A minute, we're just drifting. Completely clueless. Don't know what we're doing. Are you confused yet? Okay, what you do, you come down here to scanners. You click it. See, there's 4 different scanners. The one we need is the probe scanner. Welcome to Confusion City, everybody. This is the solar system map that we're in. This is an ore site. The green triangles are anomalies. The red X's with spheres around them are cosmic signatures. These need to be scanned down with probes. The green ones don't. They can be travelled to instantly. I don't think we need the map. So we'll click open in separate window to separate them out. Now this is taking up a little bit too much space. When we need it, we'll make it bigger so we can close the map, keep the probe scanner open. Because we don't want windows all over the place, we'll just drag it on top of our cargo so it docks here, like this. Make it a bit larger so we can read them. Proof of discoveries. Let's see if the agent gives us any clues. Once you've undocked, enable your sensor overlay and look around for a location named Anomaly Training Site. Okay. We're talking about sensor overlay. If you remember, a couple of episodes ago we had red and green pings all over the screen, and we turned the sensor overlay off, so we can turn it back on, as the agent suggests. And here's our clutter. And this is a representation of the things we saw on the scan map. So if you're doing what the agent tells you, you'd have to mouse over them one at a time and try and figure out where the anomaly training site is. See, none of these are. And then you swinging the camera around looking for more green things, which is really annoying. And then when you come back, you forget which ones you've moused over. This takes forever, so I suggest turning that off and using the probe scan, because here you can see everything in the system is just in a nice list for us. Much easier. So the agent said go to the anomaly training combat site. So let's go. Told you the exploration agent was confusing. Hey, we've done well. We're now inside the cosmic anomaly. Grab the loot. Well, it's not much of a cosmic anomaly. I mean, there's nothing here. Tactical overlay. Is there anything here? No, it's just a cargo container in space, so... As introductions go, it's not very good. Welcome to an anomaly training site, which has nothing but a canister. Isn't it exciting? You hear I've turned the afterburner on, and the blue arrow increases to show that we're going faster. Hey, proof of discovery, take that. And now we can dock and hand it in. Talk to the agent. Complete the mission. We worked it out with no help from you. Hey, request mission. Reduction to cosmic signatures 2 of 5. Still banging on about the sensor overlay. He was talking about the cosmic signatures, which were the red crosses inside the red spheres. And we're being given a tormentor when we accept the mission. Well, that's pretty good. From looking at the tormentor blueprint we had, we know that this is another light combat ship, which is a mix of turrets and drones. And that might come in handy. The DMR are lucky, they have 3 combat ships. So the tormentor is drones and lasers, the executioner is webbing and fast attack, and the Punisher is heavy duty combat. Oh, we don't need to use a tormentor for this mission, so let's undock. And this time we are actually being given something to warp to. This is new, we have an agent in a ship in space. Okay, so she's telling us we need to activate the acceleration gate. Thank you, we know how to do that already from previous agents. Okay, now we have to open this box and take some exploration supplies. Okay, core probe launcher. This fires core probes, and these are what we need to use to scan down the red X's inside the red spheres. And these are for what we use for hacking. Hacking is opening loot canisters which are closed, and you have to do a little mini game to open them. So we'll take all of this, and we'll move on to the next room. Allegedly, this is what a data cosmic signature looks like. But it doesn't, because they were changed. But the game developers forgot to update this mission, so they don't look like this anymore. So let's bash on. Also, allegedly, this is what a Relic site looks like. But again, these were changed a while ago, and this mission has not been updated, so they don't look like this anymore. But it's still quite cool. Let's zoom in and have a look. Data sites and Relic sites are pretty much the same. You'll find locked loot canisters that you need either a data or Relic analyzer to open, and loot to grab. Which loot they drop changes a little bit. This does actually look a little bit like a gas site, though we can't actually see the gases because they're not turned on. Let's go to mining. Open overview settings. I think it's celestial, isn't it? Okay, gas is turned on, but we can't actually see it. Gas clouds can be harvested with gas cloud harvesters, and the skill book for that is about 20 million ISK, so that's outside of our pay grade. And gas is so rare within the empires that you'll basically never see it. Even if you do find it, it's not worth mining. It's in abundance in 0-0 security, and inside wormholes, which again is something we'll get to a later date. So this is almost correct, what gas sites look like. That's our useless little tour done, but we did get the scanning equipment we needed, so let's go back home. Okay, we've completed that. Okay, introduction to data scanning sites, 3 of 5. Okay, now we're being told to actually scan down one of the red crosses inside the red spheres, and with the data analyzer, use that to open a can and loot one of these. Let's accept. Yeah, we're going to have to fit a ship. As you can see, this is a mid-power slot, this is a mid-power slot, and the core prop launcher is a high-power slot. See which of our ships is good. Yeah, I think we'll actually use the Tormentor for the change, because we haven't used it yet. Drag it into place. Take the stuff out of the Punisher. Another thing that confuses people sometimes, we have changed which ship is active, but the cargo is still showing the cargo for the ship we've left, so this can seriously stymie you sometimes. You have to click the top to populate the ship. I'm not sure what this ship looks like. We'll call it the Claw, even though a Claw is actually a Minmatar frigate, so that probably wasn't the best name. But we'll deal with it. Okay, so we need core prop launcher and a high slot. See, this means we can only fit 2 turrets. If you remember, I said any ship that has high slots that are spare and not needed for turrets are viable. This is why, because you can fit things like core prop launchers. So this needs the ammunition, otherwise we won't find anything. And we'll take both the hackers, because we're going to use them one mission after the other, and we'll stick an afterburner on so we can get to the sites faster. Ah, what the heck, we'll just put an armor repairer on as well, just because we can. Okay, let's go and find things. Again, there's no mission site to warp to, and there's no mission site to warp to in the right click menu, because we have to find these things ourselves. Oh, we open the probe scanner window. And click this little icon here to open the map back up, because without the map you won't be finding anything. Okay, let's make this big. So how do we find things with scan probe launchers? You can either launch your probes by activating the module, or easier, you have different formations to choose from. I never bother using the spread, I always go straight to the pinpoint. You see when we click it, our probes are launched. If we had extra probes in cargo, this would automatically reload, and I always suggest that you have extra probes in cargo in case something happens and you need to be able to scan. Okay, so as we see here, this is the formation of all of our probes. And in the middle, they all overlap this little middle bit here. The aim is to get one of these spheres completely inside this. Oh, this is too small to fit this inside. But you come to the probe size and you just make it larger. It's very difficult to see, but when you mouse over the arrows they actually turn white, so you can reposition it here, or you can click and drag the square box. It looks like it's in the middle. This is a 3-dimensional map. We'll have to check the vertical and horizontal planes. You can do this with these buttons, or just by holding left click and dragging. Okay, we're a little bit too high with the probes, so we'll go down a little bit. Okay, it looks like that red sphere is right in the middle of our overlapping area. So we can click Analyze to send the probes there in that formation and actually do some scanning. This is the progress bar of the scan and the visual progress here. Okay, the red X is now changed to this. Because it's green, it means that we know we have successfully scanned this to 100%. Let's find it on the list. Gas training site, 100%. And when you scan something to 100%, you get the warp 2 icon, which means you can go to it. But we're not trying to find gas, we're trying to find data. So you can right click and ignore the result to clear it out of the list. And we can do the same with the Relic site, because we don't need that. Yeah, we want to find this data site. We can't walk to it because it's only at 54.9, but we do know where it is. So we'll reposition over it. Check 3 dimensions. We can scan again. Hooray, we've got it. Now normally, things are not this easy to scan. So what you do is that you decrease the radius of the scan probes and reposition, and then scan again. Decreasing the radius increases their strength. Sometimes, I mean, core probes go all the way down to 0.25. But we managed to scan it on 8. Which you'll never do in practice. What we need to do is recover our probes, bring them back in. You see here, this is the scan strength of our probes. Base value 40, plus skills, total bonus. The modules, implants and ship traits also increase it. Scan deviation is how much these pins will move when you scan, which means you have to do less dragging, less repositioning when you're good. And this is how long the probes actually last in space before they despawn. That's not 8.075 seconds, it's 8,075 seconds, which is quite a while. Let's return the probes to the ship and reload them. And because it's green, we can either right click and select warp 2, or we can do it from here. So we'll do it from here. And close the map because we don't need it, because we found it already. Wrong overview, there we are. You need to approach it and lock it. Like any target, you need to lock it to be able to do things to it. And our data analyzer has a range of 5,000 meters, so we're going to have to afterburn until we're within range. Yeah, that'll do, and we'll stop, hopefully. Right, a nippy little ship, this one. Okay, we'll just bounce off it instead, thank you. Okay, let's activate the analyzer. Ooh, another new window. This is the hacking minigame. This is how you open containers. It's a little bit like Minesweeper on PC, which I'm sure you know. Our virus is what we're using to open the canister. This is the strength of our virus, which is its attack value. And this is the coherence of our virus, which is the health value. Now you might encounter things along the Minesweeper path that you have to use these to fight through. So we'll see what happens. This is where we start. And we've only got one place to go, so we just left click on it. Typical, the numbers disappeared. I usually like to click around the edges. The number means that you're that many steps away from either the core, which is what you hack to open the can, or something else. 3. Okay, we're on the right path. That's still 2, so this is probably 1. Okay, so if that was 2, and this was 1, well that's not the node. That was 2, this is 1. Could be either of these two, so let's try this one. Oh, here it is. You see, this has 20 health and 10 strength. Click once. We'll keep an eye on our health and strength. Ow. This took 10 off our health, because its 10 strength took 10 off us. but our 10 strength took 10 off him. So luckily, we've got 15 health remaining. He's only got 10. So we're going to end this with only 5 health. System hack successful. Okay, what does that mean? It means it's open. So we can now open the cargo and take the proof of discovery that we need. And that's how you do data and relic sites. We'll get more practice at doing this in the very next mission, which I'm sure will send us to a relic site. The scanning is quite involved, but it's good fun. Especially because you can find some rather expensive modules and blueprints inside these cans. Talk to the agent? Yes, we did that. Request mission? Relic site scanning. Exactly the same as what we just did, but using a different scanner. This should be an absolute breeze. Okay, so open the scanner, open the map. The good thing about this panel is that it's persistent and it remembers what we've done even after you dock and undock. Well, we're not looking for datas anymore, so we can ignore that. We did ignore a relic site, so if you go up here to the ignored results, we can unignore it. Okay. Means we can work directly on this pin. So let's launch the pinpoint formation. And we'll actually try it at 4. Because it's just a single pin this time, and not a big sphere, we can be more accurate. So we'll leave it at 4. And analyze. This will probably get it straight away, because at 8 we were at 81.3%. Yep, got it. Excellent. So recall the probes, reload the probes, and warp to the relic training site.
Warp drive active.
Close the map because I'm not using it. Yeah, as before. Oh, it's a bit further away. Afterburner. And just target lock it from way out here. Now, although you can activate the hacking modules from 5,000 meters, you still have to get within 2,500 meters to take the loot from them. And stop. Relic analyze. Minigame part 2, same health and same strength. 4 away. Still 4 away. 3 away. 2. 2. Uh-oh. This is a bad thing. This is a firewall. So we're going to have to either go around it or attack it and kill it. And this has 10 strength and 20 health. So we're going to have to attack it twice to clear its health. And that's only going to leave us with 5 coherence. And that's bad because when we find the core, we're going to need more than that. So let's try and find a way around it. No, we can't get around it. Can we go around this way? No. Can we go around this way? No. Uh-oh. Ouch. Ah, the core's here. That was just me seeing if there was anything good. We're going to fail this hack because we haven't got enough health left. Oh well, the game has just decided to let us win it anyway. That's not how things go in the real world.
Warp drive active.
There are a whole host of things like firewalls and suppression nodes and other things that restore health to firewalls that can become a real problem to open hacking containers. Mini games are good fun. Talk to the agent. Complete the mission. Gas sites. Okay, we need to find a proof of discovery gas. We're being given a pass key that will be consumed when we use the acceleration gate to get into the site. And we're being given a Magnate ship. if we complete the mission, so we can show info on it, see what it looks like. Like a tormentor with massive engines strapped on the side. Now the Magnate gets huge bonuses to scanning. Provider strength helps you fight through these nodes faster. And this is per level, 7.5% bonus to core strength. So we'll be able to find easier sites faster, and we'll actually be able to pin down harder sites. With low scan strength, you won't even be able to get some sites to 100% and get to them. Okay, let's do this. Before we go, make sure we have the pass key. Open the probe scanner once again. Open the map. And this time we have to find gas. Remember, we had our gas training site ignored, so we can restore that. And it was at 100%, so we don't even have to scan it. Lovely.
Warp drive active.
Just because this is the last agent mission, don't think this is the end of the exploration tutorial. I'm taking over after the agent's done. Got the pass key.
Warp drive active.
No, I thought that would have been consumed. Oh well. That's been changed since the last time I did this. Watch the can. I don't need to hack it, it's just a can. Like that. That wasn't much of a mission, was it? It's up to the agent, complete the mission. Exploration career path is done, but as I said, this tutorial is far from done. I think we'll leave it here for this video. In the next video, I'll be taking you through my own personal exploration tutorial. It's far more involved than what the agents tell you, so stay tuned for that. If you liked this video, please leave a like. If you did not like it, please leave a dislike. Talk about it in the comments down below and consider subscribing because the next one's going to be pretty good. And I'll see you soon.